Welcome to the Boston Virtual ARTCC's Class B interactive video. This video is themed around the premise that we are controllers, not watchers. We don't sit around and wait for things to happen. We actively control the airspace and make things happen. Successfully managing the network's busiest events requires knowledge, prioritization, real-time scenario evaluation, teamwork, and more. VATSIM presents a unique environment with high volumes of traffic and a wide variety of pilot skill levels. This interactive video is designed to showcase best practices for controlling a busy scenario in the local environment. We'll start on Boston ground, where a controller is being briefed on taking the position. As the scenario builds, the video will pause at certain inflection points. At these breaks, take a moment to think about what you would do in this situation. Then, press play to see how we handled it. There is often more than one great way to handle a scenario, and the examples in this video are designed to be opportunities for you to think through controlling moments and decide how you would handle them. If you have a question or disagree with something we've done, write it down and share it in the water bubbler on Discord to see what other controllers think. On screen, you will see a typical controlling setup for the Boston Tower cap. Notice how each controller manages their controlling setup differently because it fits a workflow that helps them control best. For example, while flight strips might not be handled the same way as you, this does not mean that your own method is incorrect. This video is designed as a training aid toward virtual air traffic control procedures on the VATSIM network and showcases effective controlling techniques, not required procedures. Note that this video is not appropriate for real-world application or aviation. This video was created in January of 2026 and is designed to reflect current procedures and technology at the time. As VNAS tools and procedures continue to evolve, some elements of this video may differ from what's available when you're watching. However, the general concepts remain equally valid. In the event of a conflict between a Boston Virtual ARTCC SOP and this video, the SOP should always prevail.
Okay, Em, are you all set for Boston ground?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
All right, you're taking over Boston ground. VMC, no other concerns. Information Juliet, I have that. Landing runway 27 and 32, departing 33 left with clearance below. Local, that's me, is online. Departure 133.0. Airspace none. Special activities none. On weather none. Traffic. American 3222 taxiing to hold short of 4 right. They'll monitor you. Those 3 spot 7 flight strips as you see them. And FedEx 1273 Heavy is ready to push, monitoring when you're ready. Any questions?
No questions. Got it. Am.
Yours, RT.
FedEx 1273 Heavy, Boston ground, push on kilo approved, advisory taxi.
Push approved, FedEx 1273 Heavy.
American 3222, cross runway 4 right at Charlie, hold short of runway 27.
Cross runway 48 at Charlie, hold short runway 27, American 3222.
American 3222, monitor Boston Tower 128.8.
Monitor Tower, American 3222.
Southwest 363, Boston ground, push approved.
Push approved, Southwest 363. Boston ground, Delta 1223, spot 7 with information Juliet, ready to taxi.
Please pause the video. We know that JetBlue 1115 is ready to push, but Delta 1223 has called on frequency for taxi. Additionally, taxiway Kilo is blocked by the FedEx 1273 that pushed minutes ago. Plus, we know that American has exited runway 27 on Echo, and with no runway 2 to right departures is likely to be inbound. Take a moment to think about which one you'd handle first. Then, unpause the video and see what our controller decides to do.
JetBlue 1115, Boston ground, push approved.
Push approved, JetBlue 1115. FedEx 1273 Heavy, ready to taxi.
American 7710, Boston ground, cross runway 4 left at Echo, taxi to the gate.
Cross runway 4 left at Echo to the ramp via Echo, parking at Bravo 16, American 7710.
Roger. FedEx 1273 Heavy, runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right.
Runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right, FedEx 1273 Heavy.
Delta 1223, Boston ground, runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right.
Runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right, Delta 1223.
We paused the scenario. Normally, we want to address moving traffic first, such as Delta 1223. However, in this case, if we send Delta outbound on Echo, we're going to prevent American from getting to the gate. Doing it this way allows us to move JetBlue while we wait for more information about what American is going to do. If Delta 1223 is impatient, as a lot of VATSIM pilots can be, we can tell them to stand by if there is going to be a long pause of silence on the frequency. Additionally, we want the Delta Large behind the FedEx Heavy because the two aircraft are both on the SOX departure and the wake turbulence separation buys us the intrail we need between them both.
Boston ground, Delta 1127, spot 7, request taxi with Juliet.
Delta 1127, Boston ground, runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right.
Runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right, Delta 1127. Boston ground, Delta 479, spot 7, request taxi with Juliet.
Delta 479, Boston ground, runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, hold short of Charlie.
Runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, hold short of Charlie, Delta 479.
Delta 1223, Delta 1127, and Delta 479 are all on the same SID, and they're all in line behind FedEx 1273, who is also on the SOX departure. Pause the video and take a moment to think about what you might do about that. In this case, our controller recognizes that Delta 1223 needs wake turbulence separation behind FedEx 1273, so the SID spacing will happen naturally. And it made sense to put Delta 1223 behind FedEx 1273 because of the inbound American aircraft as discussed previously. The controller will put Southwest 363 and JetBlue 1115 between the other Delta aircraft to separate them.
Southwest 363, ready to taxi.
Delta 1127, join Charlie behind Southwest 737 from the left.
I will join Charlie behind a Southwest 737, Delta 1127.
Southwest 363, runway 33 left, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right, give way to the Delta Boeing 737 at Bravo, the first one.
All right, runway 33 left, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right, and we'll give way to the first Delta, Southwest 363.
FedEx 1273 Heavy, cross runway 4 right at Charlie, hold short of runway 27.
Cross runway 4 right, hold short runway 27, FedEx 1273.
FedEx 1273 Heavy, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, FedEx 1273 Heavy.
Delta 1223, cross runway 4 right on Charlie, hold short of runway 27.
Cross runway 4 right on Charlie, hold short runway 27, Delta 1223.
Southwest 363, cross runway 4 right on Charlie, hold short of runway 27.
Cross runway 4 right, hold short runway 27, Southwest 363. JetBlue 1115, ready for taxi.
JetBlue 1115, runway 33 left, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right. The Delta 757 waits on you.
Runway 33 left, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right, JetBlue 1115.
Delta 479, cross runway 4 left at Charlie, hold short of runway 4 right behind JetBlue from the left.
All right, right turn Charlie behind the JetBlue, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right, Delta 479.
Delta 1223, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, Delta 1223.
Delta 1127, cross runway 4 right on Charlie, hold short of runway 27.
Cross runway 48 at Charlie, hold short runway 27, Delta 1127.
Ground clearance.
Ground.
Hey, November 311 Bravo Tango is wings IFR flight 1 passing.
AM.
GM.
Southwest 363, monitor the tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, Southwest 363.
JetBlue 1115, cross runway 4 right on Charlie, hold short of runway 27.
Cross runway 48 at Charlie, hold short runway 27, JetBlue 1115.
Delta 479, cross runway 4 right on Charlie, hold short of runway 27.
Cross runway 48 at Charlie, hold short runway 27, Delta 479.
Delta 1127, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, Delta 1127.
JetBlue 1115, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, JetBlue 1115.
Delta 479, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, Delta 479.
Local ground.
Local.
I got a wings IFR 1 at signature, November 311 Bravo Tango. You want 4 right at Charlie or runway 33 left?
You know, I was just talking to departure. I heard you guys coordinating on that. They want them on 3-3 left. It looks like there's a bunch of helicopter stuff out in the northeast, so 3-3 left works for them.
AM.
RT.
November 311 Bravo Tango Boston ground, runway 33 left, taxi via Bravo Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right.
Boston ground, November 311 Bravo Tango, requesting runway 33 left at Golf. We'll waive the wake turbulence.
Please pause the video and take a moment to consider what you would do with this request.
Local ground.
Go ahead.
November 311 Bravo Tango, Twin Cessna requesting 33 left at Golf, willing to waive the wake turbulence.
Yeah, I see him there. He'll get out before the 7-5. Approved, RT.
AM. November 1 Bravo Tango, runway 33 left at Golf, taxi via Bravo Charlie Golf, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right.
Runway 33 left at Golf, taxi via Bravo Charlie Golf, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 48, November 1 Bravo Tango. Boston ground, Delta 760, spot 7 with information,
local.
Juliet, ready for taxi.
Here, the controller has been called by both an aircraft requesting to taxi and the local controller. What would you do?
Local ground, go ahead.
November 632 Tango Golf just landed 3-2. He's wings VFR 3, and I'll have him go on Bravo. Or yeah, there is Bravo short of Kilo, RT.
AM. Delta 760 Boston ground, runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right.
Runway 33 left, taxi via Kilo, Bravo Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right, Delta 760.
Delta 760, join Bravo behind TBM from the right.
We'll join Bravo behind a TBM from the right, Delta 760. Boston ground, November 632 Tango Golf on Bravo.
November 632 Tango Golf, Boston ground, taxi to the ramp via Bravo, traffic from the left at Kilo waits for you.
Taxi to the ramp via Bravo, November 2 Tango Golf.
Information in Kilo now. Current, no changes. Altimeter 2988.
Potential aircraft Boston Airport information, Kilo now current, Boston altimeter 2988.
We now see a strip appeared for November 525 Tango Mike. Which runway would you depart November 525 Tango Mike on?
November 525 Tango Mike, Boston ground, runway 4 right at Charlie, taxi via Bravo Charlie, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 4 right at Charlie, taxi via Bravo Charlie, cross runway 4 left, November 525 Tango Mike.
Twin System 1 Bravo Tango, cross runway 4 right at Charlie.
Cross runway 4 right at Charlie, November 1 Bravo Tango.
TBM 2 Tango Golf, taxi via Foxtrot, Alpha, hold short of Lima.
Taxi via Foxtrot Alpha, hold short of Lima, November 2 Tango Golf.
Local ground.
Local.
Super's ready to push off of Echo 10.
Oh, phenomenal. Okay, well, yeah, we can put him off a 3-3 left, and I don't have anyone inbound for 3-3 left, and we can just coordinate around the taxi when he's ready to go.
Amp.
RT.
Emirates 238 Super Boston ground, push back your discretion.
Push our discretion, Emirates 238 Super.
November 1 Bravo Tango, monitor the tower on 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, November 1 Bravo Tango.
Delta 760, cross runway 4 right at Charlie, hold short of runway 27.
Cross runway 48 at Charlie, hold short runway 27, Delta 760.
American 1138, Boston ground, push approved.
Push approved, American 1138.
TBM 2 Tango Golf, taxi Lima Bravo to signature. Congratulations on passing wings VFR 3.
Lima, Bravo to signature, November 2 Tango Golf.
Delta 760, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, Delta 760.
Care 129 Boston ground, runway 4 right at Charlie, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 4 left.
Runway 48 at Charlie, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 4 left, Care 129.
Baron 5 Tango Mike, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, November 5 Tango Mike. Emirates 238 Super, ready for taxi.
Local ground,
Local.
Super's ready to taxi.
All right, perfect. Nobody's inbound. Should be all set. RT.
Amp. Emirates 238 Super, runway 33 left, taxi via Lima, Bravo, Charlie. Cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right.
Runway 33 left, taxi via Lima, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 right, Emirates 238 Super.
Care 129, monitor tower 128.8.
Monitor tower 128.8, Care 129. American 1138, ready for taxi.
American 1138, runway 33 left, taxi via Echo, Bravo, Charlie. Cross runway 4 left, hold short of runway 4 right.
Runway 33 left, taxi via Echo, Bravo, Charlie, cross runway 4 left, hold short runway 4 at American 1138.
Emirates 238 Super, give way to opposite direction, American Airbus 321 at Charlie.
Give way to an American A321 at Charlie, Emirates 238 Super.
Okay, AM is now going to be briefing myself, GN, onto position.
Okay, GN, are you all set to take over ground?
Yep, all set.
All right, perfect. I'll meet you in the briefing room.
Sounds good.
I've been using the Spot 7 handwritten separator. Should I keep it?
Yeah, that's great. I'll delete it when I'm done.
Okay. It's good VMC information kilo. We're landing runways 27 and 32, departing 33 left. Full staffing above and below.
Boston ground, Alaska 357, ready for push.
And traffic. You heard Alaska there calling for the push.
Yep.
You got Delta 2113 in between the runways. He hasn't called. I haven't given him any instructions yet. American 1138's Charlie crossing 4 left to hold short and holding short of 4 right. Emirates 238 Super is following the American there for the wake turbulence. And that's all I have. It's any questions?
No questions.
Your control, yeah.
My control, GN, thank you. As we close out the scenario, notice how the controller ignored a few pilot calls to complete the briefing in a timely fashion. There may be times where it makes sense to handle 1 or 2 quick requests, but most often, completing the briefing, transferring control, and then helping where needed for the next 2 minutes is the most effective method of swapping controllers, especially when it's busy.
Alaska 15, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Teacher right, clear for takeoff, Alaska 15.
JetBlue 2051 Boston Tower, runway 22 right, line up weight.
Teacher right, line of weight, JetBlue 2051.
A few hours later, we're following a new controller working local. The airport has switched into the 2222 configuration. During this portion of the video, pay attention to how the local controller stacks arrivals holding short of runway 22 right and then crosses them in batches to maximize the departure rate. An event featuring Kennedy, Newark, and LaGuardia is starting in about 1 hour from now. Would you change anything about how you're controlling?
Ground local.
Ground.
Hey, we're about an hour from the New York event. Can you start doing the pref routes? They should be in the event briefing. If you don't have it, let me know. I can find it for you. But if you can just put a JFK between each Newark and LaGuardia pair when you can, that'd be great.
Wilco, yeah.
PY. JetBlue 2051, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Teacher right, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 2051.
Yeah, 521 Boss Tower, runway 22 right, line up weight, traffic will cross downfield.
Teacher right, line of weight, United 521.
Alaska 15, contact departure.
Over to departure, Alaska 15, good day.
JetBlue 1596 on Charlie, hold short of runway 22 right.
Charlie, hold short of 22 right, JetBlue 1596.
JetBlue 1596, cross runway 22 right at Charlie, contact ground point 9er.
Cross teacher right, Charlie, ground point 9er, JetBlue 1596, good day.
Break air 4358, Boss Tower, cross runway 22 right at Echo, contact ground point 9er.
Cross teacher right, Echo, ground point 9er, break air 4358, good day.
Air Canada 5672, cross runway 22 right at Kilo, contact ground point 9er.
Cross teacher right, Kilo, ground point 9er, Air Canada 5672.
Local ground.
Local.
Hey, 380 is about to push.
Okay, could you put in 15 right for me?
Yeah, 15 right, GN.
PY. JetBlue 2051, contact departure.
Departure, JetBlue 2051, good day.
United 521, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Teacher right, clear for takeoff, United 521.
AC 5265, Boss Tower, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Teacher right, line up weight, AC 5265. Boston Tower, med flight 1 is 10 miles to the southwest, 1,500. We are inbound to land at Massachusetts General.
Medflight 1, Boston Skyways, ident, cleared in Boston Bravo airspace. Boston altimeter 2953, landing Mass General will be at your own risk. Report landing assured.
Cleared on the Boston class Bravo airspace, and we'll report landing assured Mass General, med flight 1.
Medflight 1, radar contact 9 miles southwest of the Boston VOR.
Med flight 1.
AC 5265, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Teacher right, clear for takeoff, AC 5265.
Carry 825, Boss Tower, runway 22 right, line up weight. Can you maintain your own terrain obstruction clearance in a right turn?
Carry 25, teacher right, line up weight, affirmative, we can.
United 521, contact departure.
Over to departure, United 521. Boston Tower, Care 8130 is ILS 22 left.
Care 8130, Boston Tower, fallen twin Cessna on a 2-mile final, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear line, Care 8130.
Care 825, turn right, heading 240, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
240 on the heading, teacher right, clear for takeoff, Care 25.
United 1785, Boss Tower, runway 22 right, line up way, previous departure will be right turn out.
Teacher right, line of weight, United 1785, we got traffic.
AC 5265, contact departure.
Over to departure, AC 5265, good day.
Medflight 1, traffic departing runway 22 right to twin Cessna will be southwestbound.
Med flight 1.
Carry 25, traffic 5 miles southwest of the field, northeastbound 1000, Medflight helicopter.
Carry 25, we'll be looking for the traffic.
United 1785, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Teacher right, clear for takeoff, United 1785.
UPS 6666 heavy, Boss Tower, runway 22 right, line of weight.
Teacher right, line of point, UPS 6666 heavy.
Local ground.
Local.
Hey, requesting runway 22 right at Quebec. It's a Cessna 172. As the local controller, what would you do with this request?
Unable unless he's already waived the wake turbulence. I've got a bunch of departures. It's full length.
Yeah, I see it now. Should have asked that. My bad.
Yeah,
That's full length, Jan.
Okay. Care 3242, turn right on Charlie, hold short of runway 22 right.
Right turn Charlie short 22 right, carrier 3242.
Carry 25, helicopter traffic, no factor, contact departure.
Departure carrier 25, good day.
UPS 6666 heavy, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, UPS 6666 heavy.
Southwest 886 Boston Tower, caution wing turbulence, heavy Airbus 300 departing, traffic across downfield, runway 22 right, line up wait.
22 right, line up wait, Southwest 886.
United 1785, contact departure.
Departure United 1785, good day.
Ground local.
Ground.
Hey, after this UPS, can I go straight in with a Cape Air?
It's approved, Jan.
PY.
Med Flight 1 landing assured.
Med Flight 1, radar service terminated, for exchange approved, call me outbound.
Med Flight 1.
Care 3242, cross runway 22 right at Charlie, traffic holds in position, taxi straight in with me.
Cross 22 right, Charlie straight in with your carrier 3242.
Local ground.
Local.
Lufthansa 425 Super departing runway 15 right, runway 15 right, your control, Jan.
PY. Lufthansa 425 Super Boston Tower, runway 15 right, line up wait, traffic lands and holds crossing runways.
15 right, line up wait, Lufthansa 425 Super.
UPS 6666 heavy, contact departure.
Departure UPS 6666 heavy, good day.
Southwest 886 traffic holding on runway 15 right, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 886.
United 555 Boston Tower, traffic holding runway 15 right, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
22 right, line up wait, United 555, copy traffic. Tower American 1198's on the ILS for 22 left.
American 1198 Boston Tower, fallen twin Cessna, 1.5 mile final, traffic holding on crossing runway, runway 22 left for clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, American 1198. Boston Tower, Care 52. We're on the visual for 22 left. We've got the Airbus 320 we're following in sight.
United 555, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, United 555.
Southwest 886, contact departure.
Over to departure, Southwest 886, good day.
Care 52, Boston Tower, following that 320 on a 6.5 mile final, caution wake turbulence, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Care 52.
Delta 111 Boston Tower, runway 22 right, line up and wait, caution wake turbulence, Super Airbus 380 will depart the crossing runway.
22 right, line up wait, Delta 111.
Care 8130, turn right on Charlie, hold short of runway 22 right.
Right turn Charlie, short of 22 right, Care 8130.
United 555, contact departure.
Departure United 555, good day.
Care 8130, cross runway 22 right at Charlie, traffic holds in position, contact ground, point, Niner.
Cross 22 right, Charlie, ground point 9, Care 8130.
Lufthansa 425 Super, runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 15 right, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 425 Super.
Ground local.
Ground.
15 right, your control, PY.
Jan, thanks.
Lufthansa 425 Super, contact departure.
Departure Lufthansa 425 Super, good day. Tower Delta 987's ILS T2 left.
Delta 987 Boston Tower, fallen twin Technum on a 4 mile final, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Delta 987.
Delta 111, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 111.
American 1198, turn right on Echo, hold short of runway 22 right.
Right turn Echo and hold short of 22 right, American 1198.
Local ID.
Local.
Hey, we're gonna have to do 10 minutes in trail now between Kennedy jet departures.
Okay, 10, 10 MIT or minute?
10 minutes, please.
10 minute. You got it, PY.
Jet. As the local controller, what would you coordinate with ground?
Ground, local.
Ground.
Hey, 10 minutes in trail now for JFK departures. So if you can just hold JFK departures, just put them at 22 right, Foxtrot short 22 right, and then I'll cross them over and just hold them on mic for you.
Okay, I'll do Kennedy's Fox short 2-2 right. You got it, Jan.
PY.
We pause the scenario. If you're working ground, what are your concerns with this? What would you do? There are a few things to note with this plan. Given the location of taxiway Foxtrot, local can't necessarily wait to stack several Kennedy departures there, or it will create a traffic jam for ground. We're also impacting the runway 22 right departure rate and adding workload on the local controller, who now has to cross both inbounds and outbounds on 22 right. Additionally, VATSIM pilots can sometimes struggle with this type of instruction, increasing the risk of a runway incursion or just generally slowing things down. The controller should monitor overall traffic flow and adjust the plan as necessary. For example, once there are 5 aircraft short of November on Mike, ground might consider holding aircraft on the J-pad or even at the gate to alleviate some congestion.
American 1198 cross runway 22 right at Echo and contact ground point 9er.
Cross 22 right, Echo, ground point 9, American 1198.
Care 537 Boston Tower, runway 22 right, line up away traffic crossing downfield. Can you maintain your own terrain obstruction clearance in the right turn?
22 right, line up wait, and we can, Care 537.
Delta 111, contact departure.
Departure Delta 111, good eye. Boston Tower, Korean Air 91 Heavies, ILS 22 left.
Korean Air 91 Heavy Boston Tower, following 757 on a 5-mile final traffic. I disregard the other traffic. Runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Korean Air 91 Heavy.
Care 537, turn right heading 290, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
290 on the heading, 22 right, clear for takeoff, Care 537.
Southwest 3853 Boston Tower, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
22 right, line up and wait, Southwest 3853.
Care 52, turn right on Charlie, hold short of runway 22 right.
Right turn Charlie, short of 22 right, Care 52.
Southwest 3853, previous departures, a right to turn out, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, copy traffic, Southwest 3853.
JetBlue 317 Boston Tower, runway 22 right, line up wait.
22 right, line up wait, JetBlue 317.
Care 52, keep on moving on Charlie, hold short of runway 22 right.
Care 52 will go.
Care 537, contact departure.
Departure, Care 537, good eye. Delta 987 is going around.
Southwest 3853, fly runway heading.
Fly runway heading, Southwest 3853.
Delta 987, turn left heading 140, maintain 3000.
Turn left heading 140 and climb maintain 3000, Delta 987.
Delta 9, or traffic alert, Delta 987, traffic ahead to your right will be straight out 737, climbing 5000.
Traffic in sight, Delta 987.
Delta 987, maintain visual separation with that traffic.
Maintain visual, Delta 987.
Southwest 3853, continue on runway heading, maintain 5000.
Runway heading 5000, Southwest 3853.
Departure west.
Departure.
Go around, Delta 987 will be a 140 up to 3000. Southwest 3853 is a departure off 22 right there, runway heading to 5000.
Got it all, Jen.
PY. Southwest 3853, contact departure.
Departure Southwest 3853, good day.
Delta 987, contact boss departure 133.0 for the resequence.
133.0, Delta 987.
JetBlue 317, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 317.
Piedmont 4916, boss tower, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
22 right, line up and wait, Piedmont 4916. Boston Tower, Alaska 536 is on the ILS for 22 left.
Alaska 536, boss tower, following heavy Boeing 777 just over the threshold, caution wake turbulence, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, Alaska 536.
Korean Air 091 heavy, turn right on runway 27 if you got it.
We just passed 27, Korean Air 91 heavy.
Korean Air 91 heavy, turn right on Mike 1, right on Mike, hold short of runway 9er.
Right on Mike 1, right on Mike, short of 9er, Korean Air 91 heavy.
Piedmont 4916, leaving 900 feet, turn right heading 270, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Leaving 900 feet, turn right heading 270, 22 right, clear for takeoff, Piedmont 4916.
Delta 2900, boss tower, runway 22 right, line up and wait. I'm sorry, Delta 2900, disregard, not sure what happened here. JetBlue 1837, boss tower, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
22 right, line up and wait, JetBlue 1837.
Delta 2900, just verify, hold short of runway 22 right.
We'll hold short, 22 right, Delta 2900.
Green Air 91 heavy, cross runway 27 on Mike, join Echo, hold short of runway 22 right.
Cross runway 27 on Mike, join Echo, short of 22 right, Korean Air 91 heavy.
JetBlue 317, contact departure.
Departure JetBlue 317, good day.
As we conclude this scenario, notice how the local controller placed a time of departure in JetBlue 317's strip who just departed. By doing this, he will ensure that the next JFK departure, Delta 997, does not depart until 10 minutes have passed from that time. We've learned today that effective controlling in the local environment isn't about reacting to problems, but it's about anticipating and solving the problem before it occurs. Remember, we are controllers, not watchers. Thank you for joining us during this Class Bravo interactive demonstration, and we hope to see you on the scope soon.